And now I invite Mr. Thomas Loster, Chairman of the Munich Re Foundation. Please, sir, you have the floor.
Mr. Chairman, I read a statement on behalf of the Munich Climate Insurance Initiative, where I am a member. It's a unique network of experts from the World Bank, the Potsdam Institute on Climate Impacts Research, PricewaterhouseCoopers, the Allianz Insurance Munich Re, and many more. The Munich Climate Insurance Initiative acknowledges the priorities for action outlined by the Hyogo Framework of Action to date, which take into consideration risk transfer approaches. Also acknowledging that work of the HFA is included in the UNFCCC climate negotiation process, such as the Cancun Adaptation Framework as well as the Doha Climate Gateway decision, particularly the decision on loss and damage, MCI notes the following reflections on the relationship between DRR and risk transfer. Reflections on the role of insurance. Climate-related disasters negatively affect human and natural systems. The impacts are not evenly distributed among the people in the world because of differing exposures, vulnerabilities, and coping capabilities. Because the risks often fall more heavily on those least able to reduce or recover from them, there is a need for assistance for the most vulnerable people and countries. Insurance-related approaches are designing for managing losses and damages caused by events which cannot be foreseen where and when they occur. Risk assessment, as required by insurance approaches, can help identify climate stresses and thresholds. Insurance can also help manage loss and damage from weather extremes in ways that bolster rather than diminish efforts to achieve climate-resilient development. Prudently employing a combination of insurance-related approaches and solutions with risk reduction measures, such as early warning, education, infrastructure strengthening and maintenance, and livelihood strengthening, creates a space of reduced societal disruption when extreme weather events happen. Approaches that manage unexpected extreme can create a buffer for developing countries and help the international community better plan issues like financial needs for adaptation and managing loss and damage. The UN ISDR Global Platform and Hyogo Framework of Action has a unique role to play in facilitating short and long-term strategies to address loss and damage through disaster risk reduction and risk transfer. In the post-HFA dialogue, decision-makers should consider the following recommendations. First, assess disaster risk. Secondly, facilitate regional and international dialogue to advance policy coherence and regulations on DRR. And hereby we mean as well as insurance-related measures that address loss and damage at the local, national, and regional levels. Such dialogue should improve conditions for regulators and decision-makers in developing countries and develop appropriate local, national, and regional financing risk management approaches, including insurance. Policy coherence should enhance consumer protection, links to resilience, building and risk reduction, and links to adaptation and national development planning processes. Number 3, operationalize regional risk management platforms to address loss and damage, including regional risk insurance pools. Last but not least, 4, enable systematic capacity development for risk management tools and expertise within governments and civil society, particularly through the use of country or sector risk officers. The challenges of today and tomorrow can only be solved in partnerships. In order to enable sustainable solutions and partnerships, the UNISDR could facilitate long-term commitment to partner with the insurance sector for risk transfer in combination with DRR and other solutions, with distinct roles for all actors involved, public entities, the private sector, and the civil society. Mr. Chairman, I thank you.
Thank you, sir.